sharpening. There's no other way to look at it. No other way around it. They're big chunks of spruce. The DWFKHT. That's a mouthful in itself. From a marketing perspective, I don't know why they wouldn't have named it something more catchy. But anyway, I've been swinging this thing around for the past few days, trying to get a review on it for you folks. And let me tell you, I got a few things to say about this axe. I purchased it on Amazon. It was a steal of a deal, 80 bucks. I thought, look at this thing. Like, I mean, it looks freaking badass. Okay. Bought it, came really fast. It was packaged beautifully. Like a little over the top for a splitting maul. And so like visually this thing like just it came with a sharpening stone, which you know, I don't know anything about stones. I don't use stones, but it was packaged well as well. The quality looked decent. So we went out, got some firewood. I had to go back. We had some pretty big rounds to split and move. So we took a few axes, and you know, the goal was to make them smaller, to load them up and carry them out. Anyway, when we got in the woods with this particular axe, like it wasn't great. It wasn't, and I was hoping it was because it looked so goddamn sexy. But I kind of had my suspicions just looking at the profile of this Maul. It's 3.5 pounds. It's on a 36-inch handle. The handle's made out of beech, so the handle's very strong. I got some things to say about the handle here in a bit, but you know, as far as weight goes, like it was good. It's a good Maul, comparable to the weight of your box store Mauls and things like that. But getting into the wood, it was dull. It was dull. Well, let's just say the rounds are huge. I was struggling with all the axes I brought, but this one was like by far the worst. Like, you know, after you know, about 25 swings, I gave up on the damn thing. And what we ended up doing was I just ended up ripping the logs with a chainsaw just to get them in half, bringing them home. Did a bit of splitting with the fireman's axe, which actually was the best axe. It handled the wood the best. And you also tried out just a box store splitting maul that you could buy at pretty much any hardware store. So I haven't given up on this axe yet. What we're gonna do now is I have sharpened it. I used a belt sander type style of sharpener. I use it to sharpen all my knives and things like that. So I had to take quite a bit of time to get like a mediocre edge on there. Like the profile on this thing, it's thick. Okay, so it is sharper, but it's not like cut your fingers sharp. But we're gonna get into the wood here. You can see what I'm working with here. There's just a little bit left to split. We split quite a bit of it already and stacked it, but this is the last go with her, and let's see how she does. Whew. It's a bit windy, but that air smells lovely today. You could bottle that up and sell that. This wood is not, it's pretty straight grained. Like, it's not like it's, so already much better than what I was dealing with out in the field there. The wood is it's nice spruce. You look at that, pretty straight grained, so easy to split, should be easy to split. And you know, after this thing got a tune up, which it needed, we're cooking with grease now. But what's a bit disappointing about buying something like this is, like, you know, a lot of the consumers expect it to be sharp out of the box, and you know, I have an understanding that it's not going to be as sharp as you want it. Like, you know, guys that are using axes all the time, like, they're pretty particular about you know, their edges and things like that. But this thing was like terrible. Like, well, you've seen in the footage, I couldn't do much with it. But so if you are gonna buy this axe, you're gonna have to sharpen it, okay? And the species of wood, like, this is what I'm working with here. It's a big old spruce tree. These logs were big. I had to rip them with a chainsaw. Even using my other axes, like, it struggled. So give it the benefit of the doubt there. There's a big knot right here. Now let's turn it. So let's talk about the good stuff, okay? 36-inch handle, it's heavy enough. You know, it looks great, we've said that. And you know, the price was right. 80 bucks. Like, what can you buy for 80 bucks these days that looks like this? But we're not going off the looks. Like, we want it to work, right? So it's very strong. That beach handle, like, you can pry on that. And you're not gonna break that. Look, there's a knot right there. Okay? You're not gonna break that handle. There was some reviews on there, guys, saying they snapped the handle. They must have been swinging this thing like a wild man to do that. There's some knots in this piece. We gotta swing pretty hard. You know, you gotta have your, you gotta have a gym pass. This is my gym, but so there's definitely some pros. The cons, well, I'll tell you right now. the ergonomics of this handle aren't really, I think it's just because I'm not used to it, but it feels kind of funny. It feels awkward in my hands swinging. Okay, it's beefy. I got smaller hands, so maybe you guys with larger hands might prefer that, but the ergonomics of the handle just seem a little unfamiliar to me. Like I maybe if I get used to it. This style, this profile is not it's not like the best profile for splitting wood. It's different, but you really got to put a lot of force into splitting these logs. You know, you see my swing, I'm full bore just ripping it. Another thing I don't like about it is you can't pick up the wood. You know, I like having a little bit of a, you know, the ability to pick wood up. You know, this piece right here, you know, I want to stab that in there and be able to lift it up and put it on the log here, but the thing is not a penetrator. It doesn't penetrate into the wood because of that rounded, thick profile. Okay, so there's no happy medium there for picking the wood up, which, you know, now I gotta bend down and pick all this shit up, right? You do that 50 times and you're getting tired quick. So I don't like that about it. When you hit the wood, you can hear it in the sound, like it's a thud. It's not like it's a smasher, like it's smashing this wood. If you had tighter grain wood or twisted wood, I don't think you're getting through it with this. You know, we'll try it out. I'll bring this thing back out and we'll try it in wood like that, but almost through. All right. Whew. I mean, there was a knot in there, but it wasn't like ridiculous or nothing. That took a lot of effort. This is nice firewood though. Like, any of you burn spruce watching? It's not like, it doesn't have a lot of BTUs, but it's nice to burn. It's definitely nice for recreational firewood. You know, campfire, you want that snap, crackle, pop. It's gonna give you that. Just nice straight firewood. And here where I live, that's all we got. Spruce, jack pine, pine, that's your main woods. Some guys burn poplar. Birch is like really desirable around here, harder to get. Tamarac's where it's at, in my opinion. That's a nice hot burning wood. It's the hotter of the softwoods, and I prefer burning tamarack in the wood stove and even recreationally. I mean, come on here. Hey, I think that's the conclusion. That's where I'm at with it. Look, whoever hung that, that's like not by a factory. That's hand hung. Lots of glue in there. So we'll see how it holds up. But that's the conclusion. The axe is not blowing my hair back. I don't have any hair, but it's not blowing my mind. It's not terrible either. I mean, if you're going purely on looks, she's a winner. But if you're out in the field wanting to get some work done, you know, your box store $50 axe is gonna probably do a better job than this. Okay, so we're gonna play around with it. Like I'm gonna grind some more off and see if I can get her tweaked. But from a consumer's perspective, buying something new right out of the box, expecting it to work, I struggled with it. And maybe it's this wood, maybe in different species of wood it would thrive. Smaller pieces definitely, like some of this stuff was big, and you saw the other axes struggle as well. So it's not like it's, you know, getting outclassed in that regard, but it is the worst out of the three I tried. And that's it. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've bought one of these. Let me know if you're gonna buy one of these. I'm not gonna tell you not to buy one. Like I said, the very least, if this thing turns out to be a big giant paperweight for me, I'm just gonna hang it on the wall as a decoration. So I'm curious to know what axes you all are using on your firewood. I envy some of those vintage axes I've been seeing online, watching some videos. Buck and Billy Ray's axes are beautiful. I'd love to get my hands on one of those, or a Tassie or something like that. Anyway, that's the video. I gotta get to work here, but you all stay well, and we'll catch you on the next one.